Shalom was the kind of woman everyone admired. She had survived heartbreak, built a thriving business from nothing, and raised her son single-handedly after his father left. She was respected, feared a little bit, and adored by those who saw her as a symbol of resilience. But inside her home, her strength was doing something she didn't see. Her son Daniel was growing up without the freedom to stumble, to take risks, to become his own man. She made all the decisions, the school he went to, the friends he had, even what he wore to church. In African culture, the strong mother is celebrated. We sing her praises at weddings and funerals and graduations. We call her the rock, the anchor, and the one who did it all. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Strength without space suffocates. What we call love sometimes hides a quiet domination. Stay with me, because what Selim didn't realize was that she was raising a man who would struggle for the rest of his life to stand without leaning on a woman. Selim's husband left when Daniel was 3. She swore no one would ever hurt her or her son again. She worked double shifts, invested in property, and wore her independence like an armor. To her, every decision was about protecting Daniel from harm. In attachment theory, this is what happens when a parent responds to trauma with overprotection. The parent's fears become the child's environment. The message is, the world is dangerous without me. You will fail. Daniel grew up in a home where he never had to think for himself. If he forgot his homework, Selim drove to school to deliver it. If he didn't like a teacher, she confronted the principal. If a girl broke his heart, she told him he deserved better and called the girl immature. By the time Daniel reached adulthood, he had never felt the sting of real consequences, only the cushion of Selim's interventions. In many African households, a strong mother is the ultimate badge of honor. We speak of her as both mother and father, but what we rarely talk about is how this strength can slide into control. In our culture, male leadership is often demanded, but ironically, many boys are never given the space to practice it. We expect them to lead in marriage, but they've spent their lives following their mother's orders. We tell them to be providers, yet they have never had to fight for anything on their own. This is where enmeshment creeps in, the blurred line where a parent's identity and their child's identity are fused together. The son becomes the emotional partner, the confidant, and the center of his mother's universe. It feels like closeness, but it's often breeding dependency and resentment. Selim thought she was empowering Daniel, but what she was really doing was making him afraid to fail, and without failure, there is no resilience built. Daniel became a man who looked confident in public but avoided challenges in private. He was charming, funny, and intelligent until life demanded independence. Bills went unpaid because mom will sort it. Jobs were lost because mom says I deserve better. Relationships collapsed because he needed a partner who would mother him the way Selim did. A boy raised under an overly protective, strong mother often falls into 2 patterns. The first one, he can become emotionally dependent, seeking women who will only take care of him. Or number 2, he could overcompensate, becoming controlling and emotionally distant to reclaim a sense of power. It wasn't until Selim was hospitalized for 3 months after a surgery that Daniel realized he couldn't function. He couldn't cook a proper meal. He couldn't keep his job, and he couldn't manage the rent payments. Friends helped where they could, but the shock was too deep. He didn't know how to be a man on his own. Selim's heart broke. For the first time, she saw that love without release had left her son unprepared for the life ahead. And so here are 5 takeaways about being an overprotective mother. 1. Strength needs balance. A strong mother is a blessing, but also overprotection stunts emotional growth. 2. Independence must be taught. Boys need the freedom to make mistakes and recover from them. 3. Cultural praise can hide harm. Just because the community celebrates your strength doesn't mean your parenting style is healthy. 4. Resilience grows in challenge. Shielding your son from hardship robs him of grit. 5. Love means letting go. True love prepares your child to live without you. If this story resonated with you, as a mother, a son, or someone who grew up under the shadow of a too strong parent, let's talk. Email me at letstalk@thinktube.africa. Because in our quest to protect, we might just be preventing the very growth we want to see. If you know someone who needs to hear this, please send this to them. Like and subscribe for more African-inspired stories. And remember, together we heal, and together we grow. Bye.